Hey boys, so today I want to do a video on herbalism and how profitable it is. So we're going to be herbing for 2 hours, same thing as the mining video, um, and seeing exactly how much gold per hour we make. So for herbalism, I went Bountiful Harvest into Argentleaf. Argentleaf was selling for more at the time when the expansion first came out than Azeroot, so I went full Argentleaf. And I did put some points into Azeroot, obviously, just because it's selling the second highest, or now the highest, or most expensive herb. So we have enough, or I guess a little more deafness than usual, but not too much into Azeroot. Um, but for Argent Leaf, we do have 40 of 40, which allows us to get more Nocturnal Lotuses. So those are going to be like our bread and butter, and what we're going to use our mulch on. Speaking of, I went Botany 40 of 40, so we can herb while mounted. That's going to help us a lot on the non-wild nodules, or nodes, I'm sorry, that we're going to be herbing in Zul'aman. Cultivation 40 of 40, so we have green thumb every hour. um, we can activate it, and it gives us basically double the herbs when combined with the imbued mulch and finding a lush herb. That's how we get those huge procs of like 40 argent leaf from one node. It also does give you, yeah, 1 point per perception, so it does help quite a bit with our Nocturnal Lotus farming. And then mulching, obviously, you want to get the imbued mulch so that once an hour you're guaranteed some Nocturnal Lotuses. Um, and then you can see here, so our base perception is 35%, finesse 21, deafness 32%. These are going to be across all of them since that's not buffed. My Azeroot will be a little bit more, so yeah, 46% as opposed to 32, and then yeah, 47% on Argent Leaf. 36% for Perception, these are at 35, so not too much of a difference, and then Finesse 21, this would be 22%. Now for my tools and accessories, I did go full Perception with the Perception enchant, and obviously that's because we're going to be focusing on the Nocturnal Lotuses. And these, unfortunately, I don't have the epic versions, but I do have at least these. So 88 Finesse and 44 Deafness and Perception. Now, once we activate our buffs, let's go ahead and drink this, drink our tea, and then we'll put on the Razorstone for our Finesse. So we're at 45% Perception. Yeah, now we're at 29% Finesse, which is still pretty good, 1 in 3, almost. 50% Deafness, we're going to be herbing it quite fast, and then Perception of 45. That's going to be pretty solid. Once we activate Green Thumb and again Imbued Mulch, hopefully we can proc some um, Lotuses and get a bunch more. Alright, so let's get started, and I will skip to the next part of the video. Alright, so we're done at the 2 hour mark. A couple things we want to go over. Firstly, this is our haul here. As you can see, quite a bit of herbs. With today's pricing, it's just under 50,000, but the prices are always like this on Monday and shoot up on Tuesday. With the new stuff coming out tomorrow or today, if I don't finish editing this in time, the prices of the herbs should shoot up. In specific, like Nocturnal Lotus right now is about 900 gold per. We were selling them for 1800 last Tuesday, so hopefully we can get about 1400 would be ideal. But in specific, the Nocturnal Lotus, which in this farm we got very lucky with a few perception procs, where Finesse hit as well, and we got 2 from the same node. Overall, we got 18 of them in 2 hours, which is way more than usual. Normally we get 6 to 7 at best. One other thing I would have done differently, had I thought about this a little bit more before I started. So the herbs and the moats aren't the only valuable thing in this farm. We went to Harandir for half this farm, and we definitely wasted quite a bit of time flying around from shroom to shroom and branch to branch, just trying to find like an herb that was just in a cave after it was all said and done. So it just wasted a bunch of time. That's honestly why I hate the zone. You just can't find anything. You have to check like 9 levels of floors, if you will, to find anything. It's just, it is kind of a waste of time. Well, had we spent the entire time in Zul'aman, we would have gotten way more of the plant protein. And plant protein is actually selling for 20 gold almost per unit, so it's even more valuable than some of the herbs. So it's just, you know, something to think about to improve the farm. Like we probably could have gotten another, you know, 5,000-6,000 gold just from doing that, and plus not wasting a bunch of time trying to find the herbs themselves. The other thing too is in Zul'aman, when you use your overload infused herb, you actually get a buff when you kill the Avatar of Halazi for perception, which was huge, which is probably how we ended up with so much more Nocturnal Lotus. Because the 150 perception puts me almost at 70% perception, which is quite a bit. So ultimately, if we wait till the reset to sell our stash, we would have gotten right around 64,000 gold in 2 hours, or 32 gold per hour, which does put this below the mining farm, but it is still pretty lucrative, especially if you spend the entire time in Zul'aman versus Harandir. I think honestly we probably could have gotten around 70,000, but too late now. Well, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.